Oh, this Mike, NoStressMike.com. Rex, she's still alive. She's still barely alive. You see, she's ready to crash already. But anyway, we're in Georgia, heading down to Florida, and it's been raining all day. And one thing I've noticed, Georgia doesn't have all the rest areas like South Dakota or South Carolina. South Carolina had a lot of rest areas, and so we had a lot of places to let Rex go out and have fun. And now it's been a little bit different, and also it's been the weather. I've been dealing with the 30s as the low, dipping down to the 20s, and then last night it was 42 was low. And I learned a lot. One thing is, I almost had myself convinced I'm going to be needing a generator, something to kind of keep things fired up. And now it doesn't. It looks like I can function pretty good now. I really need to, just one good night, I hated to do it, but I really need to take my electric heater and pack it up and put it away. I put my gas heater, my little buddy, Mr. Heater, packed it away, but my electric heater, I got to put it away now too. No reason for a heater when it looks like it doesn't get below 40, don't need a heater. So that's been interesting. Also, I noticed the price of gas in Georgia is higher than any place that I've been. It's like, well, $2.40 a gallon, and it was $2.10 or so up in the Carolinas, and some places you can get it down below $2. So that's been kind of different. And like I say, I'm going down to Florida. And when I started this morning, they said it's 500 miles, a little over 500 miles from where I was to where I was going. So if I really wanted to push it, I could do it in one day. Not really pushing it. Well, I can only do 65. That's my best gas mileage, is 65. And so I'm just kind of putting along, enjoying. Right, I'm making the video now because this is the least amount of traffic that I've had to deal with since I've been on the road. And so that's been kind of interesting. And I'm looking for, I got to get an oil change, so I'm looking for a Toyota place. I can get an oil change and have them look at everything, make sure everything's looking good. And the trailer's been really working out well. One thing kind of shocked me. I love biscuits and gravy, and I thought, being in this part of the country, they ought to know how to make biscuits and gravy, and I am shocked that they didn't do real good. So biscuits and gravies are really good substance to have. It's filling, it's cheap, it's easy to prepare, and but when you don't know how to do it, it's not a good thing. And so it was kind of different, and so I can see there's a lack of skills. I think what they're trying to do is produce food as a volume, and pre-package it and do all that. And biscuits and gravy is not really a dish like that. Matter of fact, in my days, I used to make the gravy, make the biscuits, even made the sausage. So and nowadays you're not getting that. So it makes me kind of think. And so I think we're losing skills, and they're basic skills. You can't even make food. That's not a good thing. And now I've been, and like I say, I've got internet now. So it was funny because normally in the evening I would play solitaire and some other kind of games to kind of get my mind to calm down, relax. Now last night, like I say, I had internet, so I was able to watch videos, and it was interesting. I've noticed, maybe I need to kind of stay away from the internet. I even got my phone programmed into internet radio, and so I couldn't do that, when I was out in the boonies, but now I got it, and I got service, so now I got internet radio, and it's like a new life. Things have changed since when I was out in the boonies, and now I'm back out in civilization. And oh man, the last night that I spent out in the boonies, we had steak, and I don't eat that much meat anymore, and the guy I was with was a vegetarian, and I was shocked that he even would go along with it. And that's what he was saying. He has steak every once in a while, and even though he's a vegetarian. And it's funny because when you don't have meat that often, you notice it's when you get it in your diet, you notice your body's different. It changes. So, but anyway, it was good. And but I say, and we're just there. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it. You see, we're real close to the ocean, and well, I guess that's why we got so much rain. But anyway, it's been an experience. On the radio, I noticed that for some reason they're making a big deal about race, and I guess they're getting more classes on being sensitive to the different races and stuff like that. And it sounds to me that we're making a society of wusses. I've mentioned that before about, as a young man, you get, if you're lucky, you start working when you're young, and you get yelled at, you get cussed, and you get all this kind of stuff, and then as you grow older and you get into the working with others, and you get yelled at and cussed at, then you just, hey, no big deal, you're used to it. No big deal. Now it seems as if everybody is a bunch of wusses. And I don't know, they're so sensitive, and just really weird. And I'm wondering how that's going to translate into maturing. How do you mature if you're maturing as a wuss? Be real sensitive. this kind of stuff. If everybody's going to be sensitive, then these people that don't mind slapping the hell out of you, they're going to rule the world. You're too scared to stand up. You're too scared when somebody calls you some kind of weird name. I think that's really odd. And I think if this keeps going, I think that might be one of the biggest things for the downfall of this country. It's funny. They're giving hell to the white guy, and everybody wants to be the white guy. And I don't understand that. So we're getting people that are unqualified to do certain jobs, and that's why I think we're going to have to go to artificial intelligence, computers and stuff to make things, because people don't have the skills. We put people in positions that aren't qualified to be a leader. They're not qualified to do their job if they're making something. They don't have the skill set. They don't know how to make skills. And, and I think this is something that is going to be a bad thing. And it does kind of scare me of all the things that is going on, but I guess our new president's giving out more food stamps, and then, well, that's right, the communists want everybody to depend on them, and capitalists, they want everybody to prosper, do better, improve your life. Talking about that, yesterday I did talk to somebody, and he was doing everything right, and improving his life in different ways and all kinds of stuff. The one thing that kind of concerned me, he was a young black guy, and he had problems in one place, and he says, well, he didn't know if that guy, was a racist or what. And I didn't say nothing, but that did stick something in my mind. And I thought, why would he even think something like that? I know a lot of racists. I know a lot of people that make racist decisions. They're idiots. They're stupid. They're not a leader. That's not a person that can improve their life. They got a problem that they need to deal with. And when you look at them as a racist, now you just bit into their problem. So, I don't know. It just, and it doesn't matter if you're of color or you're a woman or, or you're a midget, you're a foreigner. It doesn't make any difference. If you get to the point where you can't blame yourself, but you have to blame it on somebody else, that's not a good thing. And I hope that kind of stuff goes away, but it doesn't look like it. And we're getting, like I say, unqualified people for police chiefs, unqualified people for policemen, unqualified people for officials, government officials. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of share with you, let you know I'm moving on. I still got to do laundry. Like I say, it's nice that I can just pull in somewhere and get a good night's rest. And and then I say I got food, so I can fix food. I don't need to go into restaurants and stuff like that, it's almost as if I'm getting like everybody else, getting away from everybody. You know, but I don't know. I'm still thinking and still seeing things. But anyway, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com.
And Rex.